Good morning, Ben.
Morning.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, good to at least see you virtually.
Well, let's start. And frankly, I'm very eager to have this conversation with you, as of course, digitalization is a very important matter for the transformation of our company. And as we both know, the most difficult thing about leadership is to drive the change.
We are trying to do three things. One is to make sure that we are using the talent of our people in a more deep and meaningful way. That's one direction. Another direction is that actually digitalization is giving us the opportunity to get closer, if not in contact, with the real final customer. And the third area, of course, is lead time, speed, and the way we create the products and the service. So those are three directions on which, for us, digitalization makes total sense. But you see, it's not all about the data, it's the way you combine the data, the way you use the data to figure out how you can make your customers happier, how you can make your organizations more effective.
No, that makes sense. I mean, I think that the question that I would throw back to you is, you have all these changes that you're making to how you want the company to operate. Is that like, how do you know that that's happening?
The only thing I can do is drillings and deep dives and visits to the front line. And that's what I'm trying to do, but of course it's a very, very limited number.
There are a lot of qualitative things that you get from that observation that the kind of data that can be collected won't tell you. But I think it's that combination. It's that, the fact that this digitalization gives you a macro level view of what goes on within the organization, or as you said, with your customers and all these things. And that combining that with the qualitative insights, again, that's where it gets really powerful.
Digitalization is a tool, it's not a goal.
And I guess, of course, the question always comes up, does that mean that everyone's going to lose their jobs? Or, which I'm sort of curious what you think, because I'm very much not of that opinion. But I do think it means that what people do is going to be increasingly what people are good at, and not so much what maybe we've asked them to do in the past.
I don't think that we are going to lose jobs. We are going to replace low added value jobs by higher added value jobs. That's what is going to happen. It's all about creating the conditions for a very highly diverse team from all different axes, being age, professional background, citizenship, gender, whatever you name it, highly diverse, to make sure that they come up with the disruptive ideas and they propose to you a development process which is faster, less resource consuming, and more rewarding because less bureaucratic.
But it might not work. You don't know if it's going to work beforehand. And so empowering people to say, if you're wrong, I'm not going to fire you, right? We agree that this is a good thing to try, right? And I think it's the combination of those things is really important. That empowering those people to fail is critical.
That's a great point. Empowerment to fail is something that we don't use so often in our industry, but I think it makes total sense. So at the end of the day, Ben, what do you think from a leadership standpoint we should be doing to prepare for this future way of improving the way we do things? How should we adapt in terms of leadership to these new conditions from your perspective?
And I think you have to move to experimentation. As we all know, unfortunately, there's not like a shortcut to that, but that with these new technologies, the advantage is that we can do that a lot more quickly, right? In terms of being able to fail or succeed on those experiments, right? And that move that to be the standard way that every part of the business operates.
Well, that's really a great conclusion, Ben. I deeply appreciate that. I want to keep in mind the fact that new leadership leading by experimentation that is somewhere supported by data and the way we use data to make good judgments on how did we succeed or how did we fail in the experimentation is really a leadership mode that could give more flexibility to the minds and of course unleash more potential of our people. Thank you, Ben. It was a great experience to discuss with you. I hope we'll have the opportunity to discuss again. And see you very soon.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Okay.
Great discussion.
All right, take
See
care.
you, Ben. Thank you. Bye-bye.